are the example problems for the first half of section 8.1. If you have your SGI book, you can turn to 8.1 on the front side, and we're going to use this to do a couple examples. So if you have that book in front of you, you can do this example right inside there. You do not have to copy this picture. If you'll look at number 13 on the front side of your SGI 8.1, this is the picture that you'll see there. Now, our task and our directions for 13 is find x. Okay? Now, looking at this picture, if this were a triangle and we had some stuff on each one of the angles in a triangle, you guys would just be rolling. If you had something here, something here, something here, you know the total in any triangle is 180. You could add them together, set it equal to 180, and you're rolling, finding your x. Okay? However, we don't have a triangle here. So we do need to remember, let's remember how to find the sum of the interior angles in something that looks like this polygon. Okay? Now, you just learned the formula that we're going to use. S stands for sum of the interior angles. I'm going to actually put this over here. Please write this down with me. This S stands for the sum of the interior angles, and this is very, very important that you know we're talking about interior angles on the inside, because we're getting ready to talk about something that's going to be on the outside. But here is interior angle formula. The number of the sides of whatever polygon you're working with, you're going to do what to that number? Count the number of sides, minus 2 times 180. This is your formula that we are going to use in any situation where we need to know what's the sum of my interior angles. Okay? In your book, you will see it written like this. It'll have an N there representing the number of sides. Okay? So let's do it. How many sides do we have on this polygon? Just count them. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, 5 sides. This is a pentagon. So let's apply our formula to first of all find the sum. You got 5 sides. Subtract 2 times 180. You don't have to write this every time. Just do it. Just go to your calculator. 5 minus 2 is 3. You could draw 3 triangles in here if you put your lines in the middle. So you know each triangle is 180. 3 times 180 is 540. Every time you have a pentagon, your total degrees is going to be 540. Okay, now I'm going to check that just to make sure. Yes, 540, 5 sides. So now that we know that total is 540, what are you going to do with all the interior angles to set this up to find x? Take a look. Do you have something for all of your angles? Yes, you do. Okay, these that have arrows in them, outside there is representing what goes in for D. Okay, so I'm just going to start wherever. It doesn't matter where you start. Here's my first angle, 4x plus 5. Add it to, let's make sure we don't skip any angles. Your next one, 5x minus 5. Add it to your next one, 6x plus 10. Add it to your next one, 4x minus 10. 7x. Now, take a look. Do we have all of our angles in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 angles. If you have 5 sides, how many interior angles are you going to have? You're going to have 5 interior angles. If you got 8 sides, you got 8 interior angles. If you got 25 sides, you got 25 interior angles. Okay? So here's all 5 of them. What is the total? When I add all of these up, what should my total be? That's what we just did this formula to find. Your total is going to be 540. Okay? Here's your setup. This is the most important part. Now it's just algebra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles all added give you the sum 540. Let's solve it. 4x plus 5x plus 6x plus 4x plus 7x. All right, let's go. That's 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 plus 7 is 26x. You got a calculator? Don't rack your brain over the simple stuff. Just punch it in so that you know you don't make a small error. Punch it in there. You got a total of 26. Let's add up all your constants now. What happens when you have a positive 5, negative 5? That's just going to go away. Positive 10, negative 10, well, that's kind of cool. It all disappeared this time. That won't always happen. Once you've taken care of everything on the left side that you can put together, then we are going to divide by 26 to get x by itself, and 540 divided by 26. Your x, okay, something seems off. I think this should be a whole number. Nope, I got it right. We cancel it out our 5s, we cancel out our 10s. Okay, here's what's off. I knew that number didn't seem right. I made a mistake right here. Okay, if you caught it in the video, great job. So you might have been screaming at the computer saying, no, Miss Collins. Okay, right here, this 10 will not cancel out with this 10 because look at my mistake that I made. 6x plus 10, and then your other angle is 4x plus 10. I put a minus. So that's going to make a difference here. Okay, we still have 26x when we put our like terms together as far as x's. But 10 and 10, if I got my sign correct on that, so these are not going to cancel out. That should give you a plus 20 there, and then equals to 540. Okay? All right, let's do it from here. We need to subtract 20 now, and then over here get 520. On the other side, you still have 26x. Let's see if this looks like a better number. Divide by 26. 520 divided by 26 is 20, and that's what you get when you get x by itself. Your x is 20. Okay. Always go back and ask yourself, did I answer the question? What was your question? Find x. Did we find it? Yes. Sometimes they might say, what is the measure of angle A? If they ask you that, could you do that? Now that you know x is 20, we could just come to angle A and let's just plug in what we found for x, wherever x is. So now, 4 times 20 is 80 plus 10. How many degrees is that going to be? 80 plus 10, that's going to give you 90 degrees. If they ask you for the measure of angle A, couldn't you use your x, plug it in, find your angle? Could we do that to every one of these if we needed to? We can. Okay. If you would like to go back in and plug in 20 for x in all of these and find out exactly what measure all of them are going to be, what's going to happen if you were to take the measures and add all of the measures together? You will find this total 540.